February is approaching, and with it uncertainty and anxiety about the availability of basic food. Experts warn that by the end of this month, some of the staples on which we depend for our daily lives may disappear. The supply chain is experiencing unexpected changes due to a number of factors: climate anomalies, global economic turmoil, logistics disruptions, and changes in consumer habits. These conditions jeopardize access to products that we take for granted, and each of us is forced to think about how to protect our families from possible shortages. Today, we're going to look at 12 major products that may disappear by the end of February and analyze the reasons for their unavailability, the consequences for consumers, and possible solutions to this problem. This is not only a story about the disappearance of goods, but also a call to consciousness, to support local producers and to find alternative solutions in a rapidly changing world. 1. Organic cereals. Organic cereals are the basis of a healthy diet, supplying the body with essential carbohydrates, minerals, and vitamins. They are grown without the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides, which guarantees their naturalness and high nutritional value. However, unstable weather conditions, such as prolonged droughts or unexpected floods, can have a significant impact on grain harvests. Farmers who focus on organic farming usually work to stricter standards, and even small changes in climate can cause a serious decline in yields. In addition, the introduction of the latest technologies for growing organic crops often requires significant investments. Without adequate support from the government or investors, many small farms are unable to scale up production, leading to a shortage of cereals on the market. Demand for organic products is growing rapidly as consumers become increasingly concerned about health, environment, and sustainability. This puts additional pressure on a market that is already experiencing a shortage of products. Modern technologies, such as vertical farms and hydroponics, can be a solution to this problem, but their implementation requires time and technical expertise. Local cooperatives and farming communities can jointly invest in such projects, but even a short delay can lead to temporary unavailability of organic cereals. For the consumer, this means that familiar menus may be jeopardized, and prices for these staples may rise due to increased demand and limited supply. 2. Canned vegetables. Canned vegetables are an indispensable alternative to fresh produce, especially when the latter becomes unavailable due to supply disruptions or changing seasons. They are produced using special technologies that allow them to preserve nutrients for a long time without the need for refrigeration. However, the modern supply chain is subject to numerous disruptions due to political and economic crises. Rising raw material costs, higher transportation costs, and logistics disruptions affect the ability of manufacturers to maintain stable production volumes. Often, busy factories are forced to shorten production cycles or even temporarily suspend operations, leading to sudden shortages of product on the market. In addition, growing competition among consumers, especially in large cities, increases pressure on the product mix. On the technical side, the production of canned vegetables requires strict quality control. Each jar must meet safety standards and retain maximum nutritional value. Despite the fact that these technologies are already well developed, power shortages or interruptions in the supply of raw materials can affect the final result. This forces government agencies to look for ways to support production by providing subsidies or stimulating the development of new logistics solutions. For the consumer, the disappearance of canned vegetables means not only the absence of one of the main sources of vitamins and minerals, but also a rise in prices for those products that remain on the market. This creates additional stress for families, forcing them to look for alternative sources of food. 3. Fresh dairy products. Fresh dairy products such as milk, cheese, yogurt, and cream are an integral part of many families' daily diets. They are an important source of protein, calcium, vitamins D, and B12, which are critical for bone health and overall body function. However, their production and distribution are highly sensitive to changes in the supply chain. Power outages can cause supermarket refrigerators to fail to maintain the required temperature, which can quickly spoil the freshness of dairy products. In addition, milk production depends on the work of farms, which also suffer from rising feed prices, lack of electricity, and other resources. This can reduce the quality of raw materials and subsequently the final product, forcing producers to reduce their supply. In terms of logistics, transportation of dairy products requires strict temperature conditions. Any disruptions in these conditions may lead to higher costs for safe delivery, which will ultimately affect the final price for the consumer. As a result, The disappearance of fresh dairy products from the shelves poses not only an economic but also a serious social problem, as the reduced availability of these products can negatively affect the health of children and the elderly. Government programs to support farmers and modernize logistics networks are becoming critical to maintaining stability in the sector. Innovative solutions, such as the use of autonomous refrigeration systems with solar energy, can help, but their implementation will take time and additional investment. 4. Bread is a staple food for millions of people, symbolizing not only nourishment, but also the cultural heritage of a nation. Its production is a complex process, involving the selection of high-quality grain, dough mixing, and baking technologies, according to traditional or modern recipes. However, current challenges such as rising grain prices, logistical disruptions, and economic instability can jeopardize the availability of this product. Small bakeries that produce bread using traditional methods are particularly affected. They are not always able to compete with large corporations that have the ability to purchase raw materials in large volumes and use modern technologies to automate production. With rising grain prices and transportation costs, the production of traditional bread is becoming economically unprofitable, which can lead to a shortage of bread on the market. Rising bread prices have a direct impact on household budgets, especially those who spend a significant portion of their income on food. To maintain bread affordability, it is necessary to support local bakeries through subsidies, simplified lending conditions, and the creation of local supply networks. It is also important to develop new technologies that will help maintain bread quality while reducing costs, while preserving traditional recipes and artisanal methods. 5. Eggs. Eggs are an important source of protein, vitamins, and minerals, and are central to many dishes, from simple breakfasts to baked goods. Egg production is based on the operation of chicken farms, which, despite automation, remain vulnerable to external factors. Increased feed costs, energy crises, and supply disruptions can lead to a decrease in farm productivity, which in turn can lead to a shortage of eggs on the market. Many farms use modern technologies to maintain high productivity, but even these cannot always cope with sudden economic or climate changes. In addition, changes in consumer habits, such as a shift to alternative protein sources such as plant-based alternatives, can affect the supply and demand for eggs. To ensure sustainability, it is necessary to support local producers, introduce new feeding technologies, and develop partnership programs with government agencies. Innovative methods, such as the use of intelligent bird monitoring systems and automated feeding systems, can help stabilize production, but their implementation requires significant investment and time. 6. Fruits and vegetables. Fresh fruits and vegetables are important sources of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. However, fresh produce production is facing numerous challenges: climate change, unexpected weather events, declining soil fertility, and growing demand for organic products. Water shortages, pest epidemics, and other factors can lead to lower yields, which immediately affects the amount of fresh fruit and vegetables available on the market. Disruptions in transportation and logistics, especially in remote regions, make it difficult to supply fresh produce, forcing stores to limit their assortment or raise prices. Modern growing methods, such as greenhouses, hydroponics, and vertical farms, can be a solution to this problem, but their implementation requires significant investment and technical support. In addition, support for local farmers and the development of cooperatives can help maintain supply stability, but this requires effective organization and support from the state. For consumers, the shortage of fresh fruit and vegetables means not only a change in their usual diet, but also a potential decrease in the level of nutrient intake, which negatively affects public health. 7. Vegetable oils. Vegetable oils derived from sunflower, soybean, rapeseed, and other crops are a key ingredient in cooking, providing the body with essential fatty acids and energy. However, disruptions in the supply of raw materials caused by unfavorable weather conditions and global economic fluctuations can significantly affect the availability of these products. Oilseeds cultivation is sensitive to climate change. Droughts, excessive rains, or sudden frosts can reduce yields and affect the quality of raw materials. In addition, disruptions in logistics and rising transportation costs affect the final price of finished products. To ensure stable supply of vegetable oils, producers are actively looking for alternative sources of raw materials, including less popular crops that can be grown in unfavorable conditions. The development of innovative technologies for extraction and processing of raw materials can help reduce dependence on traditional crops, but this process requires time and additional investment. Consumers, in turn, risk experiencing a significant increase in oil prices, which will affect the overall level of household cooking costs. 8. Pulses. Pulses, such as beans, lentils, and chickpeas, are an important source of vegetable protein, fiber, iron, and other minerals. They have a long shelf life and are popular with vegetarians and those seeking to balance their diets. However, pulses production also depends on the stability of the agricultural sector, which is affected by climate change, declining soil fertility, and water shortages. Problems with pulses yields can arise from unfavorable weather conditions or economic difficulties that force farmers to abandon the cultivation of these crops in favor of more profitable ones. In addition, global trade restrictions may affect imports of needed varieties, reducing the availability of these products on the domestic market. To stabilize supplies, it is important to support local production, invest in innovative irrigation and soil fertility technologies, and encourage the development of farmer cooperatives. This will not only preserve traditional methods of growing pulses, but also ensure their stable availability to consumers. 9. Beverage with vegetable protein isolate. Vegetable protein isolate beverages are becoming increasingly popular among athletes and those who lead a healthy lifestyle. These products combine convenience with a high content of proteins needed for muscle recovery and energy throughout the day. However, the production of such beverages depends on a stable supply of high-quality vegetable proteins that can retain their properties during processing. Interruptions in the supply of raw materials, including due to lower yields or higher prices for key crops, can lead to shortages of finished products on the market. The production chains used to produce protein isolate are complex and require high precision and quality control, so any disruptions in the system could negatively affect the final product. Consumers who depend on these drinks as a source of supplemental protein may experience a sharp rise in prices or even complete unavailability of the product for a short period, which will negatively affect their athletic performance and overall health. To solve the problem, manufacturers are looking for alternative methods of obtaining protein components, but this requires time and additional research. 10. Plant-based oil products. Plant-based oil products, such as avocado paste or nut creams, have gained popularity due to their beneficial properties, high content of essential fats, and natural origin. They are important components of a healthy diet, helping to provide the body with energy and maintain cardiovascular health. However, the production of these products depends on a stable supply of high-quality raw materials, such as ripe avocados or nuts. Logistical disruptions, unfavorable weather conditions, or reduced yields can lead to a sharp decline in production. In addition, due to the growing demand for natural and organic products, these types of oil products may become unavailable to a wide range of consumers, leading to higher prices and changes in consumer habits. Supporting local producers, introducing modern technologies for storing and processing raw materials, and developing alternative production methods can help stabilize the supply of these products. For the consumer, this means that the choice of quality natural oil products may become limited, which will affect their diet and health. 11. Basic set of spices and herbs. Spices and herbs are not just additives to dishes, but an integral part of culinary culture that gives food a unique flavor and taste. The basic set, which includes basil, oregano, rosemary, thyme, and others, is a key element for creating a variety of recipes. However, due to rising global transportation costs, import restrictions, and production disruptions, these products may become rare. Despite the fact that many spices are grown locally, the massive demand for some exotic herbs and blends is forcing importers to look for new sources, which leads to delays and higher costs. In addition, the quality of spices depends on storage conditions. High temperatures, moisture, and other factors can destroy their aromatic properties. Therefore, manufacturers are looking for ways to improve transportation and storage conditions by introducing modern packaging technologies and quality control systems. For consumers, the shortage of a basic set of spices means not only a decrease in the variety of flavors in familiar dishes, but also a potential loss of cultural traditions associated with authentic cuisine. 12. A set of basic products for cooking at home. Last but not least, there is a set of basic products, which include such components as different types of flour, cereals, pasta, and basic canned food. This set is a guarantee that even in the event of a shortage of certain ingredients, it will be possible to put together a basic menu for the family. The volatility in the supply of some key products forces consumers to look for alternative sources and create their own reserve kits. However, due to the global economic turmoil and logistics disruptions, the ability to create a complete set of basic products may be at risk. Rising prices for raw materials, increased transportation costs, and lower production volumes mean that the usual sets that were previously available to every household may disappear from the shelves. This affects meal planning and forces families to look for alternative recipes that can be prepared from limited supplies. To address this problem, it is important to create strategies to support local production and develop new storage methods that will preserve staple foods for a long time. Government programs and partnerships between producers can help ensure supply stability and reduce the risk of shortages. As we approach the end of February, we face serious challenges, as shortages of 12 staple foods could have far-reaching consequences for the economy, public health, and social stability. The global crises affecting the agricultural sector are creating new requirements for production chains, logistics, and storage systems. At the same time, this situation stimulates innovation. New technologies for growing, storing, and processing food products are emerging, and local producers and farmers' cooperatives are getting an opportunity to strengthen their market positions. Supporting government programs, investing in modern agricultural technologies, and developing local markets are steps that can ensure supply stability even in times of global uncertainty. Consumers are increasingly aware of the importance of making a conscious choice. By buying local products and supporting traditional production methods, they help preserve cultural heritage and strengthen their country's economy. This approach not only reduces the risk of shortages, but also stimulates the development of environmentally friendly production. Constant fluctuations in global markets force manufacturers and government agencies to develop strategies that will allow them to respond quickly to unpredictable changes. Understanding the causes of shortages and rapidly adopting new technologies may be the key to ensuring the stability of supply of key products in the future. We are facing new challenges, and only by working together, investing in innovation, and supporting local initiatives will we be able to preserve our quality of life and ensure sustainability for future generations. Each of us can make a difference by making conscious choices and supporting the development of technologies and production methods that help us remain sustainable even in the most difficult times. Remember, every purchase, every choice we make today affects our tomorrow. Protect yourself and your loved ones, support local producers, be an active participant in change, and together we can overcome any difficulties. The future belongs to those who know how to act in advance, who are ready for challenges, and who are able to preserve the values that ensure our health and well-being.